I said that.
I know.
Everything is well.
How did you enjoy the card?
It was a great card. I just a little perplexed on one of the fights, the semi-main event, I guess that was.
The Filipino one.
The scores were a little kind of very odd, but great card. The girl fight was a great fight. Estrada just proved again that he's a master, and so is Nietes. But unfortunately, the judge got it wrong in the Nietes fight.
Yeah. Abel, I know I saw you didn't participate interview-wise at the Canelo Golovkin Media Day. You just talk to me about where you guys are as a team mentally going into this fight, and did you hear that Oscar De Leon called Gennady Golovkin a little bit unpatriotic, or at least he insinuated for not wanting the national anthems played regular programming and whatnot?
Unfortunately, they're grasping at straws. They're trying to make something out of nothing. Every pay-per-view fight or every HBO fight, there was no anthems played here during the telecast either. It's normally done.
That's true. I didn't notice that.
No, there's no anthems.
It was prior to the main
event because first of all, TV is expensive. Second of all, it's kind of hard for the fighters, the main event fighters, to be sitting in the ring for 20 minutes while the anthems get played. It's not fair to the fighters. As long as the anthems get played and they do them justice by doing them when people are actually listening instead of watching the fighters in the ring. But like I said, I think Oscar is grasping at straws, trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Abel, the glove situation, you kind of talked to Tom. Basically, it seemed like the commission kind of was against it. Did you have any say in that at all? Or
you know how funny, I'm accused of turning something down that I've never ever seen. About 3 weeks ago, they had 2.5 weeks ago, they had a walkthrough of the T-Mobile Arena on a Wednesday. Golden Boy and Tom Loeffler in his group. Tom called me that Wednesday and asked me to drive up to Vegas, miss the day of training, drive up to Vegas because he had talked to Bob Bennett, and Bob Bennett was going to let me at least look at the gloves, inspect them to see if there was anything wrong with them, if I felt there was anything wrong with them. I agreed. I drove the 3.5 hours to Vegas. When I get to Vegas, 11 o'clock at night, Tom tells me that Golden Boy and the Canelo side objected to me looking at them. They wanted everybody to be together. Yeah. So that's fine. I just wasted a trip to Vegas, but that's okay. So they scheduled it again for Thursday of the next week. I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday, Tom got an email or a letter from Mr. Bennett saying that they had decided not to approve those gloves being used in the fight.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it. I never turned anything down. I never got to see anything. To this day, I have not seen anything.
Yeah.
But I've just been told that the California Commission turned him down for a 4-round fight. So I don't know what they look like. I don't know how good they are. But I didn't have nothing to do with turning them down. I would have liked to have seen them so that I would have at least an opinion.
Abel, I know you're a sought-out active trainer, and I'm not saying this to start it over again, but did you see Ryan Garcia's performance? Because I've had quite a few people, fans, say that he should go over there and train with you, just isolate himself from everything, and maybe he can learn a few things from you. Did you see his fight, and what do you make of it?
I didn't see his fight, okay, but what I heard was that the hype is bigger than the actual fighter. But I tried to tell you guys, you guys are building him up to me. He's a good little fighter. He's a good, strong little fighter with a little pop that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be developed, that needs to be allowed to grow. Everybody's putting so much pressure on this young man that he has to act the way he's acting, he has to talk the way he's talking. Let him grow, let him grow. He's going to be a very good fighter eventually, just not yet.
What would you advise him then?
I would advise him to allow himself to be taught by somebody. Allow himself to be moved in a way that he's going to be allowed to grow. He doesn't need these kind of fights against name opponents and on shows where he can't, if he does one thing wrong, everybody's accusing him of being amateurish. Let him grow. Let him fight the kind of fights that he needs to grow.